Hello everyone, how's it going, Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and by a little bit different I mean quite substantially different from the regular. So the setup's a wee bit different today, so apologies if there's any audio issues. I'm using the audio directly from the PC and using the actual in real life camera, ergo my phone, with a nifty wee setup and all that crap. We're going to be building some Gunpla kits today. Apologies, I know I've said this, I'm really, I'm not sure about this audio. It seems to be a wee bit too sensitive, my liking, I might have to adjust that. But there's no point. Alright, sorry if I'm a wee bit, jittery and, if I talk too fast or anything, I'm not used to having a camera on. I'm just saying that point blank. I'm just not used to having a camera on, so it feels a bit weird for me. Honestly, I'm used to just, gameplay, so. Now we're gonna go to the actual go. Why is it black? Why is it? Fuck. Give me a second. That's a good start, isn't it? Alright, 2 seconds, I think I know what it is. There we go. Audio off, dim. Yeah, perfect. That was close. Alright, get the mouse moved over. Real quick, give me a second. There we go. Got a pretty small workspace, as you can see. Unfortunately, my desk is pretty small, my computer's pretty big. So, I'll make do with what I've got on me. Alright, so more or less what we're going to be building today, at least for part of today, is going to be this 50th anniversary Gundam and Hello Kitty Gunpla. Haven't actually really opened this. I've opened it for 1 second to have a wee look in, but besides that I've not touched anything inside, so anyone who wants to build this kit can follow along with me. Jeez, I already feel fucking nervous, holy shit. Holding in the freaking screen with my hands. Oh shit, I don't know why I feel nervous. Maybe it's just because it's different. Right. Get these out of the packets to kick us off. Got some stickers here, this should be easy enough. At least they're not the water type, what are they called again? Water decals here. They are a right pain in the backside. Alright, so I'll take these out initially, and we'll set the majority of these to the side and use them when the instructions tell us. This should be a pretty basic, simple kit. Since it's SD super deformed, which means it's in the smaller side, it's a smaller size kit. So compared to the last one I built on the channel, it is astronomically easier by a pretty large margin. So I imagine I probably won't really need any tools for this kit, since usually, I'll go over the tools in a minute. Usually the runners are a lot harder to cut with the bigger kits, because they're a lot tougher. But one's this scale, you can usually just snap the parts off. It's a lot easier to do. You notice the runners are pretty much just like these ones with the parts on, the things with the parts on. With my other kit that I'd done on the channel, it was about what, like 20-ish runners, I think, maybe even more. It was quite a bit. But with this one it's about what, 7, 8? So it's not going to take us that long. That's why I reckon we'll probably be starting off with this and then moving on to a much easier kit. Oh, that's nice. Notice that. They made that in the shape of a bow, kind of. Also this one is in the shape of our head. That's actually quite a nice wee thing they've done with that now. Huh. You gotta give it to the craftsmen at the company, they are very, very good at their job. I bet this was nice for them to do as well, because it's pretty much just an anniversary special. There's even a wee painting guide as well. I never do painting. I don't really trust myself with the painting. I always think I'm going to mess it up, so we're not going to be doing the painting. No, but I don't. It tells you exactly like what type of paint to use. Is this like the start or is this the end? It looks like this is the end. Should probably be going into it like the Japanese way, from right to left. No, wait, no, that is the start. That is the start. Yep, it's pretty simple. Oh, I should probably show you this. Yep, so basically that's the start of the instructions right there. That's what it's going to look like when we finish up. The thing is, though, you have the option. You can actually do an individual Hello Kitty figure, or you can do a Gundam figure. But we're going to combine them two together. There's going to be a lot of leftover parts, obviously, because we're not going to use the majority of the Hello Kitty figure, but whatever. I'm curious about this. So, do we need to like do the Hello Kitty first and then do the Gundam, or what's the deal here? Curious about this. Ah, right, I get you. So pretty much how it goes is you more or less build the Gundam figure. And the Hello Kitty figure, once they're done, you can just like do a Power Ranger and just combine them together. So that's actually pretty easy. Which is what you'd expect, honestly. Right, so what we need first is we need A, which is more or less all we're going to be using for the next wee bit. So it looks like Hello Kitty's primarily used. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. So more or less how it goes is the Hello Kitty model only uses these ones, the cat head and the bow. Nice touch, guys. That's actually really nice. So we know what we need to use here. So more or less all the other parts are going to go away for the next wee bit as we focus on the Hello Kitty figure. Why am I out of breath? I think I'm just nervous. Don't know why I'm nervous though, mind you. Alright, so we're going to set the instructions to the side for a minute. I'm going to explain the tools we're going to be using. Probably won't really be using them. I'm just being upfront because it is a simple kit. But it helps in the future. Alright, so basically these are the wee pliers, the wee nippers. You more or less use these to like take the parts off cleanly, so you don't really need to worry about like making a mess or like accidentally breaking something you don't want to. Then there's this, which is the wee file. See like the wee nubs that come off when you take them off the runners. This can be used to like clean them down. It's actually very useful. These are scissors, probably won't actually need them because we've got the wee nippers. So you can probably just leave that to the side. And this one, most people that are more professional builders will get a much bigger pad than this, like much bigger, like the size of the desk. This is a lot on the smaller side. I think I was get a big one, aren't they? Never mind. So more or less what this is used for is this. Just be careful. Yeah. So pretty much this is a wee craft knife that you can get with the kit. More or less, this all came together in one single kit. It's like £15, which would be about $20-ish. It's not a bad wee kit. It's pretty handy. What is this used for again? Oh yeah. So pretty much, see a lot of the stickers. There's certain like vinyl stickers that they're actually like they don't actually just peel off. You have to like just cut off wee sections of them, so you need the specific ones, which make it easier to only get the one you need when you put it onto the model kit. I mean, it's pretty basic. You need a freaking knife just for taking decals off. Yeah, that's what it is, you know. Alright, let's get started. Apologies for the deep breathing. As I said, I'm still a wee bit nervous kicking this off. Shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. Just how I am. Alright, so put these stickers aside, we don't need them. Jeez, I I knew this was a small desk when you had this computer on, but holy shit. Wait, what is this? See, I'm kind of worried about this right now. It says part 1. Ah, right. I see you. Yeah. So pretty much you're supposed to open this up on this side if you're doing the Hello Kitty one, open up on the other side if you're doing the Gundam figure. So since we're doing the Hello Kitty one first, we'll be starting off here. It's a bit of a shame though, because most of the Hello Kitty figure is going to go to waste. Because we're going to be taking the head off and just planking it on the Gundam body, but yeah. Alright, so A, what is A? This is B. Tells you what letter is by the wee, like there's usually like a wee lettering on each of the runners. Alright, so A6. A6, that'll be this one. Let's see if this comes off easy enough without actually needing the nipples. Nope, it's a bit more firm, so we'll actually need the nipples to take this off. You just want to be really careful. Like I was saying, you don't want to accidentally leave like a big piece of plastic on the actual part. That means you need to clean it up later on. It's a lot less tidy. Because you need to do a lot of filing. Problem with the filing is it takes like the original sheen off of the plastic, which makes it look a bit ugly. So I only really recommend being careless with that if you're going to paint, because if you paint, it doesn't really matter at that stage, because you can just paint over blemishes. You can accidentally leave wee indents, so I'd definitely be careful on that front. Still a wee bit there. You want to not be too rough. You want to just tap it, just be as light as you possibly can, so you don't end up with a wee indent. It's surprising how easy it is to just mark the plastic. It's sturdy plastic, at least this is, but as the file is metal, it can leave lasting damage. Yeah, I think we're fine. There's a wee tiny blemish there, but it's incredibly negligible. Right, so we get A6 there, then A17, A17. That'll be this one. It's better to like double check what one you want to take off, because depending on what one you choose to take off, you can the thing mostly just comes off by itself. Because see, once you get most of the runners off, I recommend just like, if there's only two ones left attached to the part and they're at appropriate angle, just like twist the part and it'll come off by itself more or less. That's nice and tidy. Alright, so let's see the part. One in marks. Where's this? One marks for parts that go in a specific direction. Right. Yeah, so it's pretty much just baby's first model kit, this one. Ah, right, so this is supposed to be like this angle. Apologies for the opposite angle. You know, the fact you're watching from that perspective, you know. I would usually have it the other way around, but unfortunately with the size of the desk, I have to have my mouse like over here on this side, you know. It's still better than the previous setup I had before. With the previous setup I had my phone just tilting off of the shelf just above my desk. That was not ideal. Right, A13. It feels good to come back to this, so it's been a while since I've built anything. A13. Which is why I thought it would be a good idea to start with something a bit simpler. A13, there it is. You can probably just... yeah. just twist this. Yep, there we go. In the future, if I do much more of these, I might get some sort of soundtrack in the background, because I think it's half the issue is the quiet. So it's making me nervous right now. We still like game soundtracks in the background. Is that looking decent enough? I think that's decent enough. See, the part with the runners, see if you don't actually clean up properly enough, it doesn't just make it look ugly, it can also obstruct you when you're trying to build the kit, because like, see, like really like minute parts in some of the bigger kits, if there's like a wee runner part that's just like a wee nub, it can make it that you have to like really force a part into space, because they've measured it to such a minute degree, and they just having a wee additional nub screws everything over. It can cause a massive headache, so definitely look out for that. Alright, so it's indicating it wants us to have... Fuck it. Give me a second, I'm just going to move this light over a wee bit. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah. So it wants us to have this like this. Yep. I think that's definitely right. Just have that like that. And have that. What's it right here? Yeah, I think this is right. Yeah, this is definitely right. Getting fucking mixed up with this already. Alright, so from the looks of that, yeah, it's one of our eyes. I'm just so paranoid. I'm so used to the bigger kits, because the bigger kits like this one has English instructions. I'm used to not having English instructions, so I'm not even bothering to rely on the instructions a lot of the time, because I'm so used to not having them. I'm used to going with just like basic arrows and shit. That's a good thing about the more basic kits. They will accommodate for English users. Or builders, I should say. Good. I think that came off pretty clean. Yeah, it's pretty clean. Okay. Alright, so we know what we need to do here, so it's more or less going to be another eye, so... Yeah, it's pretty much this one, this is right. This is pretty simple. Just knocked in. Oh. There's a wee tiny nub that I missed there. There we go. That's the front of our face. Mostly finished. Still need to get the bowl. Check the parts for the yellow nose. Black eyes and whiskers are fit snugly. Right, okay. Snugly. Good, got you. Yep, there we go. It's looking nice. It's going to be a... apologies. It's going to be a right shame once we actually get this one finished, because immediately as soon as we go into the Gundam one, it's just going. It's just going to go bye-bye. Alright, so we take off A11 next, which is the back side of the head. Okay, that's more or less it feels weird. Like, see, when working with pieces like this size, I'm so used to having to do like 20 different steps before like connecting them. It feels so weird to just be like, alright, put in 3 parts, then get the other part, close it off. It feels so strange. Oof, apologies for that squeaking. What the fuck? The camera just lost connection? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Must just be a temporary explosive. That's strange, guy. Have to keep an eye on that. And the thing that I like most about this hobby is it's just really chill. Just like, you know, following the instructions, just putting these things together bit by bit by bit. The air's looking a wee bit ragged there. You have to do a wee bit of a once over on that. Perfect. That's as good as we're going to get that. Yeah, 'cause I don't know if you see it, you probably won't. There's a wee bit in the air that's a wee bit iffy looking due to the fact we've been filing it down. That's probably as good as we're going to get it. That's the problem when you don't actually paint, you know. You do end up with these wee scuffs and the like, but there's not much you can do about it unless you paint and do lining, and I'm not that deep into the hobby to actually do all that stuff. Because I get why people enjoy it, but I just think it's a farce doing all that. But it does make the model look a lot better, obviously. It's just not really my thing. Pretty much as far as I'm concerned, once a model's finished, it's finished. I just put it on display. Ooh, fun. Alright, that's a bit iffy. That one's came a bit loose. I say a bit, it's actually came quite loose. You have to keep an eye on that. It's only holding on by one wee bit of runner. And see, another reason to be really careful with these kits as well is because, like, oh, Jesus, can you stay in one place? Holy shit. Yeah, the thing you really need to be careful with these kits is don't lose a part. I know it sounds like a really simple thing, but be very, very careful. Because most of these kits come with like these wee slips inside them, these wee white slips, with instructions on how to send away to get replacement parts. Problem with that is, though, it's only applicable to the Japanese, so they can only send it locally. So if you lose a part, you pretty much shit out a lot. You can look in the third party market, but because there's probably someone else in the community with a specific replacement part. But like that is an absolute farce. You really shouldn't have to go through. So just handle your parts with care, especially the very, very small ones, because they're the ones that really get away with you. Anyone who builds any Zakus, just be extra careful. I built about 4 of them now, and they are particularly devilish with their parts, because each of the wee belts, the wee like mask tube things, the wee circle things on them, they are so easy to lose. I've dropped them in God knows how many occasions. Alright, so we get the bow there, and just take the other end of the bow off. I've been very, very aware of that other part that's loose right now, because I know exactly what that's going to be for. That's going to be for the Gundam's leg area. So just watch what I'm doing with that one. Plus side is, if it comes off, it is a pretty sizable part, so it shouldn't cause it too much problem finding that again. But I remember once I was panicking building my really, really expensive big ass freaking kit on stream, and I was actually getting quite near the end, and one of the runners disappeared when I needed it. I just couldn't find it. Spent like 10 minutes trying to find it. Turns out the thing was underneath the desk, away from all the other runners. It's just really threw me for a loop for a good while. Because you think you won't lose these parts, but you really do. You really do super easily. Okay, just stick these together. That's a wee bow finished. Just stick that onto there. And yeah. There we go, that's Hello Kitty's wee face there. Good. Of course you want to stay still. I'll just like prop you there. Alright, now we're onto the body properly. The body that's never going to get used once we finish up. I'm just saying, it's never going to get used for it. It's going to get chucked in the box, like almost immediately. But I'd rather have it built than be on runners, honestly. This isn't actually the only Hello Kitty one we're doing. I was actually planning on doing 3 whole Hello Kitty ones. 2 different Zaku's and this, the RX one. But unfortunately Char's Zaku version became unavailable on Amazon, so I wasn't able to pick it up sadly. But I do have the regular Zaku 2 Hello Kitty. I don't think I'll build it today, because it would be a bit dull, because it's more or less going to be the exact same as this one, just another Hello Kitty again. I'm trying to figure out what the best way is to take this off. Alright, that works. Just twist this, twist it off. That is generally what I like about these kits, the simpler ones. The parts come off so much easier. So that's A5. I could probably do this kit a lot faster than I'm doing it, but I don't know, I want to take my time. It's my first kit in like almost a year, I think. Probably is a year this. Would it be? Maybe not quite a year, but still, it's been a while. Feels good to be doing an SD kit. This is the first one coming back. If I jump right into a more complicated kit, I would be really pissed off. Well, not pissed off, frustrated. That's what I always recommend. I recommend, see if you're getting into this hobby, never buy like the one that looks amazing. Never do that, ever. Because you'll just open it and you're like, alright, what did I do here? What did I do? I picked this up because it looks amazing, but all that's inside is these tons of plastic things. What did I do with them? Yeah. Always go simple. Starting out, always go simple. Because you need to ease into the hobby. There's no point in rushing in. It's like starting off at the Olympics when you've just learned how to, pole vault or something. Right, so where do you want me to put this in? Alright, so obviously this one there. Good. Perfect. Alright, that was easy enough. I still think paranoia is still kicking in. I really do think paranoia, like, I'm so used to like falling into these traps, like I look at the instructions and I don't completely grasp them. It turns out, oh, this was an optional step, you weren't meant to do that, you're meant to do this other one that's mentioned like slightly later on, that kind of bullshit that a lot of the other kits pull on you. It's like, oh, you didn't need to build that because that was only if you want to use it in this form. Or some such other shit. Which is all good for the Japanese because they can read it, but you know, fuck everybody else, I guess. Because like, see the actual, the master grade, the RX-78-2, yeah, it's RX-78-2. The issue I had with that one was, actually, like, the good thing about a lot of master grades is you have this option where you can put like an LED in, and it like lights, it like shines the light through the eyes on different parts of the figure. So the RX master grade actually had that option, but it didn't mention it until like later down the page. So by the time I realised that, I'd actually put like the yellow like wee visor onto the head of the figure, which meant that the LED wouldn't work because it wouldn't shine through. So I had to like take apart this fucking annoying like wee mini head, and then take the visor just so I could put it back together, so that I could in the future, if I wanted to put an LED in, which shine through. It wouldn't have caused me much problem if I fucking read Japanese, but I can't read Japanese. That's it. This is just a wee mini rant for me. Just trying to take this off easy enough. I don't even know if this would be the best way. So you want to just look at the layout of where it's attached, because you want to try and, like I said, you want to try and take it off in such a way, such a way where there's less risk of plastic being stuck to it. It just reduces your headaches by quite a large margin if you're careful. Apologies to anybody that's like professional if you're watching this, because I'm definitely going at a much slower pace than you're probably accustomed. Alright, I'm putting this on its left leg. Alright, so the left leg is going in. Where's it going? It's going in this way bit. Would you actually get this stuck in? It seems like it doesn't want to stay in. Give me a second, I'm just going to quickly look at this. This instruction looks a wee bit weird. Alright, so it's saying it needs to go back here. Is that it? Oh yes, it's probably that bit. Problem with that is though, it doesn't stay in. Right, so according to this, it goes in here and it like swings up. Yes, that's probably the right way. See, overthinking. I'm just straight up overthinking, and it's pretty simple. I need to stop slouching quite a bit, which is doing a number on my neck. It's getting actually really hot in here. See, when I started the stream, I thought it was really freaking cold, so I put the heating on, and that was pretty fucking hot. Another plus side about there being very few parts is you can more or less guess what's coming up next. Because with the more complex ones, you're thinking to yourself, alright, I can't immediately tell what the hell that is, because it's usually like a leg part or something that's so damn complex that you didn't manually type leg part in multiple parts, and then you're just making like 6 different freaking multi-stage bits for each of the each of the legs that you need to do twice. I love the hobby, I really do, but the complexity sometimes is ridiculous. Which is a good thing. It is definitely a good thing. Which is why, if you want complexity, definitely get real grades, even though they're the most annoying fucking thing. Got a real grade Zaku I have not finished because it fucking infuriated me. I thought to myself, oh, it's a smaller kit, it's going to be easier about. No, it really, really isn't. It's as hard as a. It's as complex as a master grade, but it's the same size as a high grade, which means it's super complex and it's small, which is great, which is just fucking great. Alright, so what's it do with these? I feel like these are a bit too fragile. Fragile as in, like, they don't seem to want to stay in place. Almost not going to cause any problems. Alright, A4. What, I'm not even doing that. Yeah. Just wait to do a wee bit of cleaning on that. Yeah, the Helicate one's really easy. Watch me get into the Gundam one and just have a mild panic attack. Thinking it's going to be super complex, it's going to be super piss easy. So pretty much see what the scale we're going for here with these is something to this effect. This is one of the ones I picked up at Gundam Cafe over in Shinjuku. No, not Shinjuku, it's Akibara. Yeah. It's a good wee one. It's part of a set of super deformed Gundam. That if you get like all 5 of them, they combine together into like this really big one. I didn't know this when I was in Japan, but you can't really easily get those figures. I tried really hard because I wanted to, like, once I found out you could do that, I wanted to be able to combine them all together, but I cannot find them. Maybe they're exclusive to that cafe, I don't know, but believe me, I just could not find those figures. Right. Alright, put my legs down. It's a pretty wee basic thing, this, so far. Right, get tail, A12. Interesting fact about Hello Kitty. Weird tangent, I know, but do you know she's not a cat. She's a little girl inside a cat costume, a cat mascot outfit. I did not expect that when I found out about that, but that is actual genuine canon fact. It's so weird when you think about all the other Sanrio characters, like Gretsuko is actually a red panda office worker. He likes heavy metal karaoke. I quite liked that. I watched it like all 3 seasons of that. That was quite good. It was 3 seasons, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. Just stick the tail on. There we go. Perfect. A wee dumpy wee feet. Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty sure it is. Looks fine. Let's set that there. Right next to the decapitated head. Alright, so the next step is A20. We're actually almost finished this. Nice wee surprise actually getting to finish a figure this quickly. That's why I think it's definitely recommended to get a simple kit like this, because you get like quicker satisfaction as well from it, and it actually like makes you have like a more positive opinion of the hobby starting off, because you get your completed figures so much faster than a regular kit. It took me what 30 hours to complete that Sazabi, that Master Grade Sazabi. Which is definitely a lot longer than what I'm used to, because it was a very, very complicated kit. If I ever do a perfect grade in the future, it is going to be one of the only perfect grades I ever do. Because those things are monsters, they're massive sons of bitches. There's a wee indent in there, I don't like that, but I'll just make do. It doesn't really pick up anyway, does it? I've just been a wee bit of a perfectionist for once. Alright, stage 3. There's a cute wee model like this. It's a shame I'm going to turn her into a Gundam in a way, because she has an adorable wee. It's an awesome collab they've done. It's just that the Hello Kitty anniversary just happened to fall on like the same day, I think it was, as the Gundam anniversary, and that's why they made these. Once again, apologies for the breathing. I don't know if it's a combination of it being too hot in here or me just being nervous, you know, being partially on camera. I don't know why I'm nervous. I don't know. I guess this is why I've not had a face cam this whole time. It would just stress me the fuck out. Another thing to make sure of, see when you're cutting these kits, sometimes the parts are supposed to have knobs on them. So you want to make sure you don't accidentally cut a connecting knob that's for connecting it to another part. That can really fuck you really badly. So just really, really look at the piece before you cut it off. Really look at it. Because if you cut off a connecting knob, it really, really does you in, because it's going to ask you in a minute to connect it to this other part, and you're going to be like, well, see the thing about that is, yeah, it's kind of not gonna happen. Yeah, there's no fucking way. You can't get into that point. Besides maybe glue, honestly. When things like that happens and you don't have like glue, the best thing you can hope for is it's going to be like some sort of minor like additional detail that you don't really need. You can just either leave it off, or it goes inside another part, so you either won't see it, or you can just like chuck it in there and maybe like jury rig it so that it stays inside. Fuck. See? Really easy to drop these things. They're surprisingly slippery for plastic. And this is even one of the smaller parts I've dealt with. Lots of big hands, you know. Off thumbs sometimes. How are we looking? We're looking good. Good. Awesome. Right, just connect these together. Can't remember which is which here, but it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah. Got a wee hand there. Oh. Don't be getting away from me now. Right, that's one wee hand. E19. Just go for it. Actually, do we need to snip this out? I'm just so used to snipping these parts. Probably don't even have to. Yeah, there we go. Didn't even need a ball. So you can see what they went for. They've subtly went for the RX colour scheme. Well, not subtly, obviously. Because the whole RX colour scheme is blue, yellow, and red. Which is what this Hello Kitty figurine is. So even if you don't turn it into a Gundam, it's still representing the colours. Stick that in there. Perfect. Wee hands in there. I picked this up pretty handily from Tokyo Toys in Glasgow. It's a really nice shop chain. They've got, I think they've only got 2 shops. They've got one in Glasgow and they've got one in Birmingham. Pretty good place to get your stuff. Right, that's the first arm done. A10 and A9. I wanted to get the Gundam one done first because I actually really like the Zaku designs. They come in these wee visors, which I just think it just completely finishes it off and makes it look so freaking cool. I never pass up the chance to get a Zaku. I fucking love Zakus. And currently I've got Charles Zaku 1, Mark 1 I should say. I've got Goffs, I think his name is. Zaku, I think it is. It's a custom. I'm not sure. It might not be. It's hard to tell. There's only so many people with blue Zakus. I've also got a Johnny Ridden Master Grade one, which I thought was Char's. Stupidly enough. I don't know why I thought that. It's fucking got yellow in it. When Char's is pretty much just red and grey, usually. Kinda like salmon red. I bought my first ever Gunpla this past weekend. Awesome. As a Christmas present, now I'm addicted. Get several more on the way. That's awesome. Temporary. I always love to see new people into the hobby. Thank you for stopping by. So what Gunpla did you actually get, if you don't mind me asking? Because there is like quite a good number of decent kits. Like I said, I'm more privy to the Zaku line, but ones like the Iron Blooded Orphan sets are pretty fun and pretty simple to build. Get that hand finished. There we go. This is almost finished now. Gundam BL from Iron Blooded Orphan is nice. That's a pretty good kit. I need to get that one. I've still not got that one. I've currently I've got fuck, what are they called again? Oh yeah, that's what it is. I've got like the original Barbatos high grade, and I've also got the Barbatos Lupus Rex. And I can't remember its name. It's one with the big scissors, like the vice. Can't remember its name, but that's an absolutely fucking awesome one as well. Alright, now we can put these together. There we go. Alright, that's Hello Kitty, almost completely done. Just need to add the apple, put it on our wee pad, and then we can actually work in the Gundam. Finally. Picked up a Gundam Heavy Arms and a Gundam Breaker Battle Key this morning at Target. Ordered several more that will be here next week. Yeah, you're really going hard into the hobby. Freaking you'll love to see it. I guess it's mostly high grades. Definitely recommend starting off with the high grades because they are super simple to do. Then once you're like done like 3 or 4 high grades, try it with a master grade. Master grades are so much fun because they're like super chunky and highly detailed. Nice. I think I've got like what, 3 master grades currently. Absolutely freaking awesome. I I love building them, but they took forever. But once they're actually done, they're so good to look at. Because you think to yourself, oh yeah, I built that from scratch. I used to be a tabletop gamer and mini painter, but that community can be toxic. Oh, Temporary, thank you very much for the follow, it's appreciated. But that community can be toxic. The Gunpla Japanese modelling community seems to be so chill and welcome. Yeah, it's a very good community. I've not met anyone that's bad in the Gunpla community. They're a really nice bunch. They're really welcoming. I actually made friends with the guy who's at the shop that I buy most of my kits from, and he recommends ones every now and then. Would I put the other piece of fuck's sake there is? Jeez, I was panicking there for a second. How long have you been building Gunpla? Well, I brought my first kit back from Japan. I actually brought 3 kits back from Japan. That was about what, 3 years ago, I think. I think it's been about 3 years I've been building kits. Not religiously, mind you, I've been on and off. Because it is a very expensive hobby. Well, it can be. Depends on what kits you buy. The last one I bought was about 130 odd pound. It's about what? Around $200? Something in that ballpark. Yeah. Whenever I'm buying a big one, I tend to use it as like an incentive. Like, see if I'm going to like a job interview or something, and I do well in the job interview, or if I feel like I've done well, I just buy myself a big kit. Just like reinforces the idea of, like, you know, working hard and, you know, trying your best. At least that's how I use them. The smaller ones I just, you know, buy just whenever I feel like it. There we go, that's the apple done. I was looking at kits, some can be very expensive. It's ridiculous. But there is a reason for that, like shipping and all that. Like, see the bigger the Gundam, it's very expensive to ship them for Japan. But tabletop gaming and mini painting can break a bank easily. Yeah, I've heard about Warhammer. Warhammer is an extremely fucking pricey hobby. I've known a couple of people that run Warhammer, and oof. I know you can like do like war games and that with them, but from most of the people I've heard about Warhammer, it's mostly about like collecting your like specific armies. And since that is most expensive, a lot of people tend to like stick with the one single what do you call it, faction usually. It's kind of cool because it like reinforces like faction loyalty and that kind of thing. Right, what hand do I want to put this in? I think I'll put it in this one. There we go. This is where we are. I sell all my painting supplies to a friend, keeping some stuff I can carry over at Gunpla, but the rest is his. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. Because if you want to really get into it, the thing you want to do is obviously you want to keep some paints like the gunmetal grey, that kind of thing. But you also want to get like these wee markers. There's these like specific branded Gunpla markers you can get that does like the lining. So like see like these wee bits. Try to get the camera right. See like these bits running through. You can actually get markers to line them, so it like really makes the kit pop out. I don't really do that because I don't really go that hard into it, but it's always a really good option. Also hides like a lot of the really messy lining as well when you do that. Just clean this off. It's a crying shame that she's literally going to be in this for 5 seconds before I just turn her into a Gundam. I bet it must be weird. Can you imagine if you had like a kid or someone that like really likes, like for example, if you had like a daughter that really likes Hello Kitty and a son that really likes Gundam, so you buy this kit, and one of them builds a Hello Kitty figure and the other one builds the Gundam. That'd be kind of nice. Alright, how did she actually go on this? Oh, it's just a flat apple. There we go. That's a done on there. You can sit in the corner and wait for yourself to get decapitated when the Gundam gets finished. Right, just sit her there. And really, space is really a premium right now on this table. You can already tell this is going to be a problem. Alright, we're finally starting the Gundam. I had to get new nippers and Zacto knives though. Mini painting can tear them up real good. Nice to cut and trim in metal minis. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. I've only done one metal kit before and it absolutely infuriated the crap out of me. Like, honestly. It was what was it? It was a metal F kit. It was an RX-78-2 and it had like, you didn't really have to do anything with it. It's more or less you just had to bend the metal and like put these wee things into wee, fuck, how would you describe it? It's pretty much you slide these things in and you fold them over. It was an absolute nightmare. I would recommend never getting it. I bought it at the Gundam Cafe in Akihabara and I just got it home and built it, and I actually threw it in the bin at one point. I will not lie, I threw it in the bin at one point because I absolutely fucking couldn't stand it. It was an absolute pain in my ass. But luckily I moved on to the plastic kit and I was a lot happier with that. I think I bought the plastic kit. I think I bought that. It was the Barbatos high grade. I bought that in Mandarake in Akihabara. Yeah, it was there. Actually, awesome shop, but don't go there on a Saturday. I learned that to my detriment. Never go there on a Saturday. I could only look at figures for like 5 seconds before the crowd pushed me down to another aisle. It's so packed in there. Alright, so more or less what we're doing here is we're moving all the Hello Kitty parts to the side because we've actually still got some on those runners, so we're just going to be sitting them there for the minute. Hopefully the fucking keyboard doesn't react. And we're bringing over like every other part now. Oh wait, do we not actually need this right now? I guess we don't need that right now. It's so cute seeing this, like, like see after building an RX master grade, see seeing the shield this small, it's almost freaking adorable in comparison. Because the RXs are pretty easy to make, but master grade is just, I'm not in a massive rush to make another master grade, I'm just saying that for a fact. They are absolutely frustrating. We're doing stickers now. I know it's heresy, but I don't like stickers. I've never liked stickers. I think my hands are too unsteady. Right, what are we looking for here? B2. Wait, what? Oh fuck. Jeez, I was actually panicking for a second there. That's another B. Take my daughter to Japan soon as this COVID crap is done. Promised her a visit to the Pokemon diner. That'd be awesome. Like, I went by myself and like it was nowhere near as fun by myself, but like, good luck to you. Like, I don't know when they'll be opening back up. Like, Japan is still really locked down right now. They're easing it a wee bit, but not for tourists or anything like that. Mostly for, you know, like workers, but that does sound cool. You'll enjoy when you come back to the airport, because the airport in, not Nara, Narita, yeah, Narita Airport, there's like this entire Pokemon shop in there, which is absolutely stock full of Pokemon stuff. That's the airport. I don't know why I'm bigging up the airport, it's just fucking airport. There's a lot better things in Tokyo and around. Tokyo is actually great because a lot of people there can actually speak English, so you don't really need to worry about language barrier too much. It does help, obviously, but you don't really need to know that much Japanese when you go to Tokyo. It's when you go to outside Tokyo, it's the issue. Alright, here we go. Alright, so sticking them on. This is gonna suck. I'm just saying point blank, this is gonna suck. My hands are too big for this shit. So apologies for any sticker perfectionists out there. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain in the ass right now. Come on, just get right on there. I don't even know why I'm putting the effort in. I'm gonna immediately take this head off in a minute. There we go. Actually went on quite nice. Just need to hope it doesn't come back off again. Maybe it's a wee bit low down now. Let's get that right then. Yeah, that's looking not bad. Right, just setting that to the side. Alright, so we're getting the helmet. She's a professional Pokemon trading card game player. Oof. That's awesome. That's freaking amazing. I don't really hear many people that actually like play it as the trading card game. That's pretty cool. It's mostly just people that collect them. I hear about. Interesting enough, one of my family members is one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh card players in the world. I can't remember what he is, like, in the world rankings, but he's really high up there. He goes to like Japan every now and then to like do the official tournaments. He's actually been a judge at some parts at some point. I couldn't be asked for that. I really couldn't, because it takes a lot of dedication. Like, if you actually want to play internationally, you need to learn what each of the cards are just by looking at the pictures. Because obviously people from different countries will be playing their cards that don't have your language, so it's a lot harder than you think it is. Great, here we go. He was actually trying to get me at one point to like become really good at another trading card, Buddy Fight I think it was called. But I couldn't get into it. I really couldn't get into it. Is this the right part? Did I take up the wrong part? No, I didn't. No, I didn't know. We're good. We're good. Fuck, I hate this part. I hate this so much. It's the precision. Some people use like tweezers to... Actually, that's not a bad call. There we go. That's actually... I think that's on properly. I think I can get it much better, I don't think. I'll just push it in just a wee bit more just to be sure. Because these stickers can come off very, very easily. You think you can put them in properly, but sometimes they just... like dirt gets in there, and they just can't stick anymore, they just come off. Right, that's that done. Turn the part, stick that in, good. And that's done, we can just connect these two. Is this the right way? Yeah, it seems to be the right way. There we go. Got the pop. COVID shut it down mostly, but she does games online in the TFC online game. During that game, even not TFC, alright, fair enough. That's a good thing about the internet, that you know, you can still like do it officially on the online version. Right, what we're doing now, A3. Okay. Just spin this off. Look for a wee marks to clean off there. as good as we're going to get it. Oh, no, almost missed it, There we go. There we go, perfect. Oh, tweezers for this, because I've got tweezers, but I don't know, I've not got the best finesse with tweezers. I've actually got like 4 different types of tweezers over there. I've got a wee assortment, but I've never found myself to be that great with them. You know, I've got the really small ones there, but I'm just not the. I think I'm just not that careful with them. Alright, A14. Though, if I was using one of the bigger kits, I probably would like force myself to use the tweezers, because that's a lot of money on the line and I'm not taking that risk. So I probably would use tweezers with those ones, but this one is a lot more on the cheaper side. Besides, a lot of these pieces won't actually be getting used, because as I said, we're going to be making Hello Kitty into the Gundam in a minute, once the wee minifigure's done. So these two are going to get combined pretty soon. I'm just more or less completing them like this, so I can, if in the future I ever want to like split them into 2 different things, I can. Okay, I don't like this. This is gonna suck. Alright, so how does it want me to put this on? So it wants me to put it on like this. Like just like this, I think. This is right. It's hard to get a good judge on this. Assemble in numerical order, so it wants me to put these spiky bits down first. Do you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna break out the tweezers. Alright, seem to be going on decently. I think I might have got this on properly. I'm not a big fan of this right now. And what they really could have done with this, they could have just you could have just had that like a wee red bit you stuck on the end of this instead of having a goddamn freaking sticker. There was no reason for this. I think this is going to turn out super amazing. Just pull this up and just put these 2 side panels down. Definitely not ideal. It's pretty close, but it's not brilliant. It's okay. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't completely curve round, but it's passable. I can just stick it on. Yeah, that is not brilliant. Like, it's not really obvious from the camera, but it really, like, that's what makes me really thankful for the camera. It makes it look a lot better than it actually is. Alright, C2. What's been your favourite Gundam so far? My favourite Gundam? Probably Johnny Ridden Master Grade Zaku 2. Freaking love that set. It's absolutely beautiful. I've even got it up in a wee stand that like raises up above where it's resting, so it looks like it's actually like floating in space. It's super freaking awesome. It's about £50, which would be about what, $80. It's not a bad wee cat. Well, wee cat. It's definitely not wee, but it's very, very good looking. A lot of people prefer the Gundams. Like, a lot of people are big fans of the Gundam kits, but I am by far a big fan of the Zaku's. There's just something about them. Right, stickers. Sticker 2. Where's sticker 2? If I talk about actual Gundam, as in like the protagonist mechas, probably the Barbatos Rex. It's hard to tell looking at this image where this is supposed to go. I think it's supposed to go in here. Better be the right one. That's the problem with the instructions. It sometimes feels like I'm assembling IKEA furniture. So it's very easy to make a slip up. 11. Right, this one's pretty easy to figure out. Just plot that on there. Just plot that on there, it says. So these ridges on this is making this a bit trickier. Right, just fold this over. I don't know if it's a thing with the smaller kits, but there seems to be quite a lot of stickers used in place of actual parts. Because with certain like bigger sets, you would actually get parts that would be like coloured in the specific thing, so you would just slot it in. Give me a second, let me clear my throat real quick. I'll just mute myself. Yeah, so it's a lot more common in the bigger kits to get, like, for example, in this one for the vents, we're like putting a yellow sticker on it to like make it yellow. But with the big set, you would actually get like a yellow section to just like click in there. Alright, number 6. There's probably a hobby I'd say that, see if you had really small hands, you'd probably be helping yourself out quite a bit. Having big hands makes this a good deal harder. But as you said, tweezers, but I don't know, I just can't work tweezers, I don't know why. Okay. Right, take number 7. I'm honestly surprised by how long this kit is taking me to build. I think it's just because I'm trying to be very, very careful. I still remember like the Barbatos that I built, the high grade. It took me like I think 20 minutes, but I don't think I've been that careful with it. Right, so next one is, I think what are we doing? We turn this around. Yeah, we'll turn that around. I'm getting PCC. PCC, there it is. See, these are great wee parts that you get with like every single set. Like with every single set of Gundam you'll get something like this, but usually it's like twice the size. And they're like really, really easy to work with because they're like more, like almost elasticated, almost like they've got more give to them. I think they might be partially made of rubber. I'm not entirely sure, but they make it so freaking easy to work with, except for when you need to like shave off parts because they don't really come apart easily, which is a positive and a negative because it means you don't have to worry about breaking them accidentally. Right, what am I doing here? Zaku's a cool. Char's great. Yeah, Char is fucking amazing. He's got to be like one of my favourite characters in all of Gundam. It was hard going back and watching the old movies, the old series in movie form, because like that is OG. That is OG anime at its finest. But it was absolutely fucking cool seeing him in that, especially in what do you call it? Gundam Origin. Yeah, Gundam Origin, where he's the main character. He's absolutely freaking awesome in that. Have I done this right? Yeah, I might have not done this right, give me a second. Yep, had it wrong way around. That's easy fixed. Yeah, Char is a cold-blooded, amazing fucking person. He just straight up takes somebody out because he finds out who he is. In Origin, I definitely recommend for anybody to watch that. Like it's Gundam, it's the OG Gundams but with the modern anime style. This better be the right way around this time, I swear to feck. I'm pretty sure it is. I think it is. Is it? I'm just going to take this out real quick just to double check. Ah, right, yeah. Alright, that's the problem. The damn thing hadn't shown me that they've turned it round. Ah, there we go. So what's the wrong way around? That's what you need to look out for. That is very, very easy to make that mistake. I'm not just making excuses for myself, trust me. we go, that's better. That's a lot better. So they don't always tell you that. They don't always tell you that they've like turned the piece over. So you need to like really, really focus on the instructions. Right, that's a lot better than it was. I think. Yeah, that's a lot better. Just double checking, just in the off chance it's. No, I think that's fine. Alright, so then we're going to take, where is it? C1? Yep, C1. I think just take that off. Go. Just a wee bit more there. There's a wee bit at the bottom. Yeah, there's a wee bit at the bottom there. Cool. Alright, now turn it back around and make sure the correct rotation. Oh, for fuck's sake. There. Perfect. I honestly do feel like they probably should have had us put the stickers on after this, because it's really easy to like slide the stickers out of place if you're not careful. Alright, PCD. Make sure it's the right way around. Yeah. There's a lot of stickers on this part. Oh wait, no, it's only 4. That's not too bad. Right, 14. Take that off. I tell you, it could be now until the end of the time, but I will never actually enjoy stickers with these things. I absolutely cannot stand them. Wait a minute. Ah, right, I had that fucking thing upside down. I was confused for a second. Just need to adjust this properly. Fucking hell. Alright, that's close enough to what we're trying to get there. This is definitely going to be a struggle. I'm just saying this, don't expect this to look amazing with these stickers by the end of this. And just giving you a heads up there. Stickers are honest to god doing my head in. Let's get the tweezers again. Barbatos looks good, can't wait to build one. Gonna focus on Gundam Wing Gundams first. Heavy Arms is Gundam Wing. What Death Scythe do? Yeah, Death Scythe looks like an awesome kit. I've not actually seen Gundam Wing, so I don't actually want to build any Gundam Wings until I've actually seen the series. It's got a weird thing about that. It feels weird to build a kit that you've not actually seen the series for yet. I really need to watch Wing eventually. I kind of want to see it in like chronological order, at least in Universal. series. Universal Century, I think it's called. But the Wing Gundams do look absolutely fucking amazing. Just shimmy that over. And push this down. Come on, stay there. Come on. That's not ideal. That's very much not ideal. Ah, there we go. Oh, that's a wee bit better. It's a wee bit better. So be very careful. One slight movement, and this sticker can just come flying off. That's probably, yeah, it's definitely as good as I'm gonna get it. It's unfortunate, but not much I can do in that part, that degree. Yeah, that's probably as good as I'm gonna get that. I have to do the same the other side as well. Try and just use the tweezers to maneuver it, fall down. I think it's mostly in position now. Just push that down a wee bit, just a wee bit more. Without ripping the damn freaking stupid sticker. That's probably a bit. Like when you look, I'll put it up to the camera. Come on, focus, focus. Yeah, when you look at it, it's not the worst. It doesn't look the worst. Probably, yeah. See, try and get position of this camera. It's coming out not too bad. I was expecting worse. Alright, 2 more stickers in the front bit, and then we can move on. Alright, sticker 18. Tweezers again. I want to get this bent round here so it's like the waist area. I know I probably shouldn't be worrying too much about freaking stickers on a super deformed figure, considering it's in the lower end of value wise. But I've been doing this long enough that I want it to at least look non-amateurish. Right, that looks not bad. just keep telling myself that because it honestly stops me from fucking OCD and all this damn thing. Right, BCE. Here it is. Right there. Snap in. Snap it in, you fucking. Does it not snap? Surely it snaps, it freaking says in the. Come on. There we go. I was actually getting worried for a second. I'm like, oh, there's a booklet lying to me now. But no, there it is. There it is. Perfect. Alright, where's the instructions for the legs? Right, just set these over here. Yeah, they are. These stickers over here for the minute, because I know for a fact we're going to be coming back to that in a wee bit. Yeah. Perfect. Right, A7. You thought we were done, but we're still got a decent bit to go. So, it tends to be how the freaking gun kits tend to go. You think you're like right at the end and there's like another page. Actually, I think that came off pretty clean though. Yeah, actually that come off pretty clean though. PCB. It is nice that the arms in this take like 5 seconds compared to the actual kits. Because in the actual kits you would have to like go through like 4 different fucking pages to get it finished. There we go, snapped in. A9. There it is. This is a nice wee break from the usual like, RPGs I've been playing in the channel. Though I probably could have done with putting some music on. It's a bit quiet. I imagine the only thing that's really come up in the mic is the humming of the computer in the background. This. PC, there it is, PC. PCF. See, they're so confident in this build, they don't really give you any additional ones. Usually PC comes with a lot of different replacements, because they assume you might lose them. I don't know why they seem to be so worried. Like in the instructions, they went into great detail, being like, "Oh, watch you have this small bit down at the bottom here." Because how would that be hard to make that mistake? How would that be possible to make that mistake unless you're a complete freaking idiot? Granted, I have made stupid mistakes, but Yeah, that's besides the point. Oh, where did I put the clips? Clippers, there they are. Oh, I probably don't need them. Let's try and negotiate this a bit. There we go. Yep, don't need them. Dicey Master Grades. I know this is probably a hot take, but I absolutely goddamn hate the hands in the Master Grades. I absolutely can't stand them. Because the problem is detail, as it often is individual fingers and the thumb attached onto this thing. It's such a freaking farce to deal with. Every time I get a kit that has the hands, I just think to myself, couldn't you just have done the thing where you have like swappable hands? Like you can like take the different hands off of the kit and swap them out whenever the Gundam's doing certain things, like holding a gun. Couldn't you have done that? But no, they went with posable hands, which means every single time you want the hand to do something, one of the fingers drops out. Because not only is it individual fingers, it's individual joints on the fingers. Problem is, the joints are usually like, stiffer than the connector. So usually, like when you're trying to like adjust it like that to like make a fist, the finger will just pop out. It is such a pain in the ass. I absolutely hate it. Whenever I get like just a solid hand, I am so happy because it saves so much stress. I think I actually broke one of the fingers at one point with the very expensive kit that I built. I was just like, fuck this. The stream is buffering along, just like you know, a lot. Oh shit! Why am I dropping frames? 2 seconds. Why am I dropping frames? That's very weird. I mean, I suppose I could drop quality, but I might have to drop quality. Give me a second. Give me a quick second. I'm just gonna have a wee look. Alright, I adjusted that quite a bit there. I reduced the quality and I went from 60 down to 30. So if it's still buffering quite a bit, it may be an internet issue in mind. Yeah, it's still not looking amazing. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe my internet's a bit slow right now. Maybe that's what the problem is. That is a pain in the ass. I'll be back in a second. I'll see if there's anything I can like turn off because Yeah, I'm dropping quite a lot of, I am dropping a lot of frames, holy shit. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I've pretty much done everything I can right now. Hopefully it's steadied out. I've turned the audio, well, not the audio. I've turned the quality down to medium, so it's not as good as it was. Hopefully it's calmed down. Still dropping frames. I'll sit with it for a wee bit. Hopefully it evens out. If it doesn't even out in the next like 20 minutes, I'll stop the stream and restart it. And I'll turn my internet off and back on. It's definitely an internet problem from the looks of it. It's definitely what that is. That is a massive pain in the backside. But I'll keep moving along. Hopefully it'll calm down a bit. Freaking thick. See the amount of drop frames right now? Holy shit. I don't think I've had a stream struggle this much since ever, honestly. Since I was probably running the laptop. It generally must be the internet acting up because the computer's fine. The computer can take a lot more than this. As soon as it hits the hour and it's not fixed itself, I'll just start stream up again. Which is not something I want to do because that, you know, that means it's an entirely new stream I need to set up. It's not really a big issue, but you know, it's just a pain in the ass for everything. Alright, so how should I have this in? Alright, that's looking good. Alright, just set it at the side. Then do the alarm. Start dropping a lot of frames. Yes, it's not looking the best. Fuck. Like that is so weird. Like I am not used to my internet just crapping out like that. They better not be throttling my internet, I swear to fuck. That would just piss me off. Right, just set that there. So granted, it might be down to the fact they're planning on implementing like 5G Wi-Fi into the area, so maybe that's part of the issue. Maybe it's because they're trying to like do something with the Wi-Fi, which is why it's suffering. Which is a very real possibility. Annoyingly. Let me just plug this in. That's another wee joint finished. Almost got the other arm finished, and we can just stick these on. Oh wait, fuck, Joe! Ah, god damn it, I completely missed a step. Thankfully, it's quite easy to remedy that. I forgot to put the backpack on. See me having a wee bit of hiccups right now. Stickers are coming a wee bit loose. Be careful of that. Alright, that's the main body bit mostly done. As it probably should have been, but I completely forgot the backpack. Alright, where were we? Alright, so we've got this like this. We'll just get A8. Just put it in. Is it like, what the fuck is it? I need to stop complaining. From this point onwards, I will not complain about the internet. It just, if it doesn't get better within the next like just over 10 minutes, I will have to stop the stream. Freaking Gunpla is the hell that is dying on, of course. Okay. Just bend this up. Get PC, where's the PC? F? Jesus, I am dropping so many frames right now. Fucking internet, I swear, crap. I need to stop complaining. Stop complaining, it's not helping. It is not helping. D2. Jeez, this fist is actually fitted on here really firmly. I might actually need the clippers for once. Another thing I should probably mention, see the parts that come with the, like these parts. Be very careful you don't grind them down too much with the file, or else they'll lose their shape and they'll actually like not fit in properly. And it can be very loose if they don't keep their rounded shape. So you need to be really careful about that. I've had that problem before, where they came loose. That's not supposed to be sticking. No, it's fine. It's fine. Jesus, I've literally dropped 140,000 frames.